Apparently, a lot of people are getting this message, keeping you safer in direct messages. But what if I don't want to be kept safe? What if I want danger? What if I want to experience an adventure like I'm in some sort of safari? What if I want excitement in my DMs, Elon Musk? What if I want to feel alive? Like driving a car at 250 miles per hour and just pressing the acceleration even further. What if I want that experience? Well, unfortunately, you don't get it because Twitter doesn't make money when you're having that experience. Like, how else can they harvest your data? You know, it's actually interesting. I spoke with a data analyst. I don't know if he was bullshitting or not, but he said that a person that's at the age of 25 who has finished university or a trade school, their information, their security info is worth around $50,000. This is what these companies don't tell you. It's like they collect data from you, but they never tell you how much that data is worth. And they never give you a cent in return, do they? Usually, this is why I keep saying, when the service is free, you are the actual product. It is interesting that there are still some people that believe you have privacy on the internet. Like, when you're at the computer, you should imagine that your mother, actually, no, not your mother, a mother that's alcoholic and abusive is watching over your shoulder to see what you're typing. Right? So imagine like the stinking breath of alcohol from that very concerned soccer mom just looking at the screen as you're typing and is very careful to see if you're not spreading some harmful misinformation online or anything like that. That's what you get on the internet. You shouldn't believe for a single second that what you're typing is private, even if what you're typing is in DMs. And for anyone that believes Twitter doesn't check your DMs, you might have missed the Hunter Biden laptop scandal when they literally just would go into your DMs, and if you shared the story, they would stop it from happening. So yeah, despite the fact that Elon Musk claimed that people who use Twitter are going to have protected DMs and such, there is no such thing. Apparently, they're doing this in order to protect you from spam, abuse, and prohibited content. We also analyze usage patterns to detect suspicious behavior and improve your experience. Again, like, what if I want to downgrade my experience? What is the on-off button for that? Like, when I go into my DMs, I want to live dangerously. I want to live on the edge. I want to feel alive. I want my adrenaline pumping. Anyway, right, so this is to apparently comply with laws or governmental requests. In other words, the government, in many cases, can see what you're typing in DMs, right? So, you know, the very notion of wanting privacy is such a foreign and alien concept that it's like, if you are concerned about it, it's like talking to the walls. People just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, this is the new normal. This is like what people want, actually. I'm willing to bet if you made a platform that did have privacy, you would have people rallying against it. And again, like, the reason that I'm even bringing it up is because under communism, when my country was fascistic, the government was trying its best in order to spy on people, and people were fighting against it. But, like, the government tried to put microphones into people's homes, into people's telephones. They tried to listen in, have various listening devices. And people were trying their best in order to find ways around those. But now, people are inviting those listening devices into their own home. It was so bad under communism that after it fell, like, I keep mentioning this in my videos because I just want Americans to understand how much Romanians value their safety. If you read someone else's correspondence, so like, if, for example, my wife leaves her phone without a password and I go through her messages, she can file a complaint. Like, legit, it is against the law in my land to violate someone's correspondence, whether that be in paper, like a mail, or electronic, a phone. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to look at someone else's correspondence. Because people back then valued privacy. The very notion that you can check someone else's mail is astonishing. But for some fucking reason, since George W. Bush came up with the bullshit, like, if you got nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear, there should be no privacy. Like, the government should know everything you do, and hopefully, you should know absolutely nothing what the government does. Now, of course, in the United States, it's a lot more difficult because they have the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So instead, what they do is they use the private companies in order to do the dirty work. So we saw in the Facebook files that the government has forced Facebook to censor things that even then were true. We saw with the Twitter files that this is happening. I would not be surprised if like Twitter is legitimately asked by some governments, probably the German and maybe the United States government as well, to actually look and see what people are DMing to each other. Now, take into account that this data is very valuable, especially in the age of AI. Like, there are many companies that want to build their own AIs, and they are scraping the internet for information in order to train the AI. So yeah, like your data, what you're talking in DMs is very important. Like all this data, especially the one that you use in DMs, is very different than the one you use in the public when you're tweeting. And it can be used to train an AI on how to roleplay, like how to interact. This is very good for AI that's doing customer service. This is very good for AI like character AI, where they're roleplaying a character and pretending that they're someone they're not. Right? It's very different than ChatGPT. So this information can be very valuable for some companies, and you're not going to get a single cent out of it. But it is what it is, you know. The only thing you can do is to warn people that, yeah, like when you're in DMs, you should behave the exact same way. Like the alcoholic mother with the stinky breath is on your shoulder, looming over, glaring at the computer screen, trying to see what buttons and what keys you press, and ready to spank you over the back of the head if you said anything that she doesn't like. That's how you should treat the internet. And if you have children, you should train them that when they're on the internet, everything is public record. Like, you should treat the internet the same way you treat official documents in 2023. Because what you post now, what you say now, even in private, even if the other person doesn't want to rat on you, it can come back to haunt you 9 years after and you can get fired because of it. So be very careful. That's my advice. Because unironically, you can do some banter with a friend, you can do some edgy jokes, and then even if your friend doesn't report you or anything like that, a bot that scans the DMs may actually find it, and you don't know who has access to those logs. And we have seen people missing opportunities at prestigious universities, missing job opportunities, getting fired over shit they said on social media, even as far as 9 years back. The famous case was a girl that was accepted into a university. Someone found out that she was using rap lyrics on TikTok. They used that against her. She got the job lost. She got the application at the university lost. That could be you, or that could be your kid. Some may say that's a good thing because she didn't get into that university. It would have brainwashed her. Who knows? But still. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.